Hey folks, Quill18 here, and does anyone remember how to play Hearts of Iron 4? We are playing as Italy. I have just gotten back from an extended vacation. It's been some time since I last played this, and it'll be interesting to see exactly how things go. One advantage of this is usually I'm several days ahead of you guys, video-wise, but this is giving me a chance to read a few of the comments, so we'll be able to address a few of the situations you guys have spotted. In particular, the Alpine region is apparently being bombed. We can see here there's 390 enemy bombers active in there. Northern France, same thing there. No bombers in southern France. Certainly no bombers currently in Italy, which is where my fighters are defending. Now, northern France, we're basically going to have to leave it be for now because there's no way for us to fight the enemy fighters, but we can certainly shoot down the enemy bombers. So, let me see. What's our air wing situation over here? Right, we've moved some of our fighters into Crimea to help with that push. Hang on, sorry. I was misreading that. It's in the Crimean Air Base for the Ukraine Air Zone. I was going to say, there is no Crimean Air Zone. We're trying to help things out in the Ukraine to push that. But, if we take a look here, there's only 170 enemy active fighters there, so we actually don't need quite this many to get air superiority. Still, since the skies are currently quiet over Italy, I think what we're going to do is we're going to transfer the Italian planes into the Alpine region. So let's do that first. If I just grab you and give you that command, good, and then you actually do have reach. Really? I'm actually quite surprised. Where are you based? In Latium. Where is that? I don't know. I don't know Italia. It's right over here. You have 100% reach over the Alpine region. Really? So your distance doesn't matter? That seems a little hard to believe. What I actually want to do, is there a way to, like, open this air wing? Yeah, like, right-click. It would be really nice if there was a good way to just select this air wing. Because what I want to do is I want to take these guys. I want to split them in half. And I want to take half of these guys and move them, let's say, into Veneto over here. That'll be fine. And keep working that. And then the other 250, I'm going to leave them in the Italy region to babysit that. I don't know. As long as I can spot them and respond, maybe it's going to be okay. All right, keep working the Alpine region for now. That's going to be okay. But I definitely want to set this fighter limit to... Veneto can take 600. So I'm going to do that in the Alpine region. Boom. There we go. And they'll reinforce up to that. And at some point, we'll hopefully be able to stop pushing in... stop having to worry about air superiority over here. Now, we do have some... Oh, we don't have a national focus, but I think what we're doing, while we can get a couple more tech upgrades here, and some experience, that's fine, and some landing crafts, which is all good. I believe we are still saving up power. Yeah, because we want to finish our military high command, and then we can go back and finish those ideas. That's going to be okay. We've got some naval combat results that I guess we can take a look at, but mostly I think we are sinking convoys. Indeed, that is the case. It's a lot of naval bombers, but I guess that's still going to be fine. I mean, I don't really have anything else I want to do with them, other than at some point maybe grab naval superiority over the English Channel, but we're going to need air superiority before that happens. So I'm just going to go through a little bit more of these reports. I mean, these are all convoys. I guess we're not as concerned. We could probably ignore the convoy stuff. All right, next up. What are we going to look at? Let's take a look at our construction queue. A lot of it is going to be repair of some factories. But right now we're building military factories up to try to get that number up, which I think I'm quite happy about. Production-wise, let's go and do this. Hopefully, I don't know if patch 1.1 has included my requested change to be able to say shift-click on a category and turn everything off and turn that one on. But it would be nice. So we have the 3 lines for Infantry Weapon 2. Actually, the upgrades needed is closing in quite quickly. We might be able to pull some off of that at some point, which is interesting to consider. We're slowly producing some medium tank Mark 1s. We're not filled out there, and we haven't brought up our efficiency, but it's going to be okay. And we've got the 3 lines for the C-202 Fulgors, our fighters, our Mark II variants of it. This line is currently filled with a lot of broken factories, but that'll be okay. All right, capital ships. 1 battleship being slowly built. A bunch of destroyers on infinite queue are being piled on, and I think that's going to be okay. And we still have some convoys being produced. We have a an excess of them right now, but you know, things change pretty quickly with our current configuration. I want to take a look at our naval setup over here. We do have a bunch of submarines currently sitting idle. I think that's going to be fine to break into a new fleet. I don't suppose we've got a decent commander available for you. No, everything is assigned. We could make a new one. Actually, I think that's probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and make a new admiral for another Italian submarine fleet. And what are we going to do with it? I don't know if we want to operate inside the sort of channel in the North Sea. That might be a little bit risky still. But what we could do, and I think I will want to do, is do some convoy raiding further into the Atlantic. See if we can keep cutting off supplies to Great Britain and hurt the United States some more as well. Meanwhile, how are we doing in Africa? Sorry, I don't know how much gameplay there's going to be in this episode. We got to catch up on some stuff. Africa is still doing okay. Portugal, what are you? You're totally, yeah, not doing anything. All right, that's good. National Spain, excellent, right, groovy. So, looks like all of Africa is still in Axis control, mostly our control, which is fine. Okay. Meanwhile, we are holding the border against the British Raj. We don't have a ton of troops here, but they're Alpine troops, and that should be able to hold it pretty well. Even if they start pushing, it's going to be a very slow push. We've got lots of time to act. Our push here is basically non-existent. Do we even set up over here in the Middle Eastern attack? Do we have a front line? No, we don't. We are transferring some troops over here. Mostly, I think we're going to be looking to hold this, then push. There's a lot of stuff opposing us over here, but that's okay. Over here, we've got, this is just part of the Soviet attack. This is the purple group, which, again, doesn't even have a front line, which I think I would like to set one up just to start accruing some preparation bonus. There's no way we have enough to do this. And especially fighting across the river here, you know what? We'll be looking to make the move against Stalingrad, but not right away. So we're going to be setting something up kind of like this. So it's mostly a river crossing over here, but we don't really have the forces to push through too much, so it's going to be nice to just get the defensive digging bonus over here. That's going to be okay. What else do we have going on? We've got a bit of a landing force here. This is this 6-man purple group, which has also been set up with a fallback line, which I think is good. Yeah, we're going to fall back to here. Going to give up this territory over here, because if they push hard, they can definitely push us back, and I'd be worried about getting pinned in, but it was a nice little forward move, so there's nothing wrong there. So what else we got? So that's that, and that's... Okay, we have Army Group Red. Oh, I'm starting to remember this, finally! Finally starting to remember this. The idea being trying to push between these two rivers as opposed to getting a river crossing penalty. Grab some more territory there. It's been a hard Scrabble fight for Odessa. So the thing we'd have to do if we want to punch in, probably the trick will be to open up some other front somewhere else. But there's really not a whole lot of opportunity for us to do that. Maybe a naval invasion. Look like we're gonna push in over here, which is going to be pretty good. Who else we've got? This yellow group right over there. That purple group there, and then that's the teal, and there's that, and there's that. Okay, that's all fine and good. North Africa, you guys are on garrison duty. Yes, indeed. You're the attack. The French garrison's over here. And we are looking... these are not my guys. So it looks like everyone who's in the French garrison are my actual border guard units, or foreign troops who will leave there. I mean, we could throw them up against the enemy, but that's that. Alright, I think I'm kind of okay with this. South Africa, again, that's a garrison. What is this? Oh, that's National Spain? Yeah, okay, that's fine. So that's good, and then you've got the East Coast, which is all good and fine, and India, you're just holding that front. And then we got some random garrisons over here. All right, well, let's go ahead and unpause. We're going to bring it down to speed 3 here. Field Hospital level 2 is really nice, actually. We're actually okay on manpower. It's nice to preserve the XP. We've got our self-propelled artillery. Yeah, that's right, because we finally figured out some of that stuff. What are we? 43. Next level recon is actually probably really good. Recon is super powerful. How about tank-wise? What have we got going on there? 43. Okay, so right, so we've got the M20 variant, and we've got the self-propelled variant, which is great. I don't care about the others as much. Don't necessarily... does this count? I guess that is a heavy, and super heavy, and this is what? Is this a hybrid? What does this count as? Just a modern tank. Sort of, yeah, mix between the medium and the heavy, and it's just way more modern. That's a little too far ahead, so I'm happy with that. Land doctrines we had finished, right? Yep, good. So we're going to keep that untouched. Artillery, we're not going to go down the rocket artillery area. We might want to unlock some anti-tank. We'll have to take a look at exactly how many tanks the Russians are fighting with. Naval-wise, I'm still pretty happy with that. It would be... We could make a run up the carrier track. Because carriers are really good, but mostly it's like airplane production. You know what? We are going to start researching the next level fighter. It's ahead of time, but we got a nice discount for it. I think that's going to be quite nice. Okay, good. Now, let's try to take a look. What kind of intel do we have on the Soviets in terms of... Right, we don't get a breakdown of armor. We know they have a lot of divisions. And at the front, we can see... So they have some armor divisions. It's in 43. They can have some pretty damn good tanks at this point. Alright, keep it running. Ooh, lots of green movement over here. This group... 19. Are you... No, you don't even have your battle plan activated yet. Although, is this your prep bonus? Oh, it's huge! Actually, we're pushing very well. So I think we were winning probably, yeah, a lot of defensive battles because of where the arrows were going in. I think you guys can start pushing offensively. Yes, indeed. Oh, there's two groups here, right. Okay, hold on. So there's purple. Yes. And then this teal. I think I want to move you into a new theater because it's going to be a little simpler if both these are right over there. So you guys have completed your attack. Group teal. So let me say I want a new offensive line for Rostov. Now, I don't believe you're going to be able to execute that necessarily properly on your own. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to grab some of these armor divisions. River crossings do suck, but let's see if we can't do something like that. Rather than attack into the city across the river. City's got huge defense bonus, river's got huge defense bonus. If we can ford the... This is a wide river. Over here, though, and then we can wrap around Rostov, that would be quite nice. It may have sent too many tanks in on that, because there is combat width and all sorts of things, right? Let me take one of you and actually tell you to attack over there and see what you can do. We are holding a defense here. Actually, they're weakening. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we start pushing across. Alright, that much is good. Meanwhile... Oh! Are we finally pushing against Odessa? Because didn't we, like, been doing that for ages and ages and ages? They keep moving some troops around. There's reinforcements. It is still really, really hard push. Good push up here between the two rivers. And if we can get in here, we might be able to encircle a big group of troops over here, including a bunch of American troops. Which is part of the reason that this border is so tough. It's not Russians that we're fighting against exclusively. There's a bunch of Americans. Although it looks like the Americans have pulled away here. That's very interesting. There were a bunch, and now there are not. That is quite good, but if we can get a thing here... I'm not sure that we've got... You stop your attack and then punch there. That's not going to work. Well, I mean, it's... Actually, I was going to say, it's progressing in the right direction. Okay, we might be able to do a bit of an encirclement over here. Interesting. Meanwhile, we are going to cross here. Meanwhile, what happened to the rest of my teal tanks here? Oh, you're pulling back. Because you're reinitializing your orders. No, don't push there. It might have been a pathfinding problem, I just realized. Good. Okay, you... Actually, help cross here, then do that. Now that we've crossed the river, that's going to be quite handy. Alright, some supply issues. Italy. Oh, they have air superiority now. So they keep bouncing back and responding quite quickly to what's going on here. Alright, so now I can tell these fighters to go back and do protection here. I don't know if we need air superiority over the Alpine region. There you go. We should start blowing up these bombers now. And this wing, so I got to select it from Latium, which is so weird. Hey, we got an ace. Excellent. And you're going to try to reinforce up to about 500 here over Italy. Thank you. That's a real naval battle. Where... What? How did that happen? How did 17 destroyers, one of which died, sink a battleship, 2 heavy carrier or cruisers? I mean, the battle is still ongoing here. Oh, that's a sub one. They must have been heavily damaged from something else. Still, that's very interesting and odd. Okay. Oh, shit. No, there's no way we can fight back over here. Cancel. You cancel. Run over there. They didn't make it out in time. They might have been caught in a fight, and I should have told them to retreat to this line right away. Now, they're out of supply. We still haven't punched through there. That's a damn shame. This is going well. I don't know if we'll actually get an encircle going on. But we are making a move over there. So that's worth something. Mostly going to concern myself over here, too. Let's see here. No bombers in Italy anymore. So it's like, as soon as they get countered, they move somewhere else. I need a way to be able to tell this a little faster. Okay, Alpine region. You guys are in Veneto. So I'm going to split you in half. And I'm going to move some of you to southern France. And I'm going to tell you guys to rebase. Now, right now there's nothing going on in southern France, but I want to keep defending there. And again, at some point we'll hopefully add up enough troops or enough planes so that we can put up a solid wall in northern France. So yeah, we're going to get pushed back here, and which would not have happened if we had more people here. I don't think there's a way for us to quickly get those guys out. Because we can't do a naval invasion from here. There's no port. They're really just stuck there. Out of supply. And Sevastopol is going to get pushed back. But, at least if we can push through over here. So that's a defense that we're holding. Which is good. And then we're starting an offense over there, which is great. No. Halt. I don't want to... Yeah, this... God, I can't wait for patch 1.1. I'm pretty sure they're going to fix the excessive strategic redeployment. I mean, I could just cancel this front line holding and just automate it instead. Or, sorry, just do it completely manually instead. Which might not be a bad idea, actually. It means not getting a planning bonus. Or you know what? At least just for the tanks. Let me take the tanks, and that'll be good enough. Move you out. I don't know if we have another commander available. No, I could roll one. Yeah, you know what? Again, you'll be, level 1 sucky, but that's okay. So, and they have no actual commands, which is good. So they won't strategically redeploy or do weird things. So then I can go and issue a bunch of manual commands with these guys, and that's going to be plentiful. So we should be able to surround Rostov and then get a stack wipe. They are starting to pull back. We've got no supply problems here, which is very nice. Well, you're not going to get cut off, so you'll be able to fall back. Oh, this is a little bit sketchy and scary. You know what? You're not going to take Rostov. So why don't you pull back over here? And I'm going to change the color of the tank army to red so I can see them a little bit easier. There we go. Actually, can you support from there? Nice. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And get a bit of a cutoff. And they're all in combat. Okay. And this bulge could get cut off. But I think we're all right. I think what I'll do is actually take the rest of this teal army and add them to the other battle plan, but it might reset this battle, so that wouldn't be any good. Oh, are you retreating into somewhere? That's not what I want at all. This might work. I'm not sure, though. Alright. Air zones. There is no opposition here, so we're going to take these fighters. Actually, we've got too many anyway. And take this group of fighters, split them in half. Take some of them, put them in the Kuban region. And redeploy you over there. Get a little bit of air superiority going around. It'd be nice if we could take this before Rostov, because then we could actually get the surround and the kill. I don't know if you'll get there in time, and I'm not strategically redeploying you. But we'll see. Good. That should be very good there. All right. How are we doing in the air here? No enemy bombers, no enemy bombers, no enemy bombers. Awesome. So it's northern France and Iran that we don't have air superiority. Okay, that's okay. No. And I don't know why. Sometimes it feels like you can mouse wheel over here and sometimes you can't. That's some supply issues in places. That's... yeah, very low supply there. There. We're still pushing here, which is really nice to see. Odessa's still not fallen. I wonder, can I move these guys? Oh, I'd have to cross over that way. Yeah, and you have no organization, so no. They could just get stack wiped instantly if they decide to move. Oh, they stopped their attack over here. Well, that's very handy. I don't know why, but I'm really happy about that. That's interesting. Alright, so let's go and bop that. There we go. We have Rostov. So I'm definitely going to take Teal Army and add them, combine the battle plan for Purple over here, which has a Field Marshal in charge. Very good. I'm not going to move the tank hit squad yet. I'm going to finish this a little bit. And we'll see if we can counteract this this rebulge here and pinch people off. Oh, bit of a counterattack there, and another one, which we are holding, but I want to finish this. Okay, looks like that army's been wiped. Okay. Attack Group Red. What are we going to do with you? Well, it'd be nice to pinch this off here. Is that something we can do? Oops. Oh, I grabbed you. Halt. I just want the red. To there. Into... this is actually 2 provinces. Unless I just pinch off there, which might be a better idea. You get less, but... if I take that province, then I have successfully pinched off something completely. And I'm just going to make sure 27 divisions. Okay, they're properly aligned. So they should reestablish themselves for a bit of a defense. We still have the attack plan over here, which hopefully means that we'll push back. But it's a bit of a big front for the amount of troops that I have over here. I'll tell this guy to just pull back a bit. And Actually, once you're done retreating, you come here into there. Alright, so we're not cutting off a whole lot of stuff. But we'll get some. Take another one of these tanks. I don't want to pull out too fast over here because I don't want to leave that area without any defenses. See, this forward attack. You. Stop. Same thing here. Like, don't attack forward. Just let yourself sit there and be happy. They might get overrun on the retreat here. I'm not sure. I think I might tell is all my tanks just push towards Stalingrad as quick as they can. I mean, not necessarily in an organized fashion here. But I kind of like that idea at this point. So that's what I'm going to do. From wherever angle you can push from, just advance and don't stop. Just because the normal battle plans are way too conservative. So by doing this, we can keep applying some forward pressure. It's not the most organized, but it'll work. I don't know how many people we cut off anywhere, if anything, but we'll do our best. Okay, that's accruing. Yes, many wars going on. Okay, our holding heroes are all fine. If we look here, northern France. So how many people are they flying? Yeah, which we could counter, actually, in a pretty decent way, but I'm not going to rush it. Meanwhile, we're getting up a radar in Crimea, which is fine. And then more military factories in places that are relatively safe, which I like. Good. How are we doing on trade, which is something we haven't checked this episode? We've got a surplus of everything. Oh, including rubber. We have a little need of tungsten, and you know what? I'll trade for it. Keep up our production rates. We are building Alpine divisions in Albania. All right. And, oh, something else I could check is there anyone who's not in an army? Nope, everyone is currently assigned to an army. Great stuff. How's our list? We need some more medium tanks, although I think what we're doing is we're only producing... Sorry, we need more light tanks. I think we're only producing medium tanks, and we're going to be switching over our armor divisions piece by piece from light to medium. And so we don't actually need more light tanks because we're going to be freeing up divisions from wanting the lights, which is good. You guys here, I don't even know if you're like properly equipped or not, but yeah, you're gonna do something like that. And I'm okay with it. Okay, well, we're going to end that here. We've definitely gained some territory over here. This episode was almost 2 months. And we're heading into winter. So that's going to put a little bit of a crimp in our plans here. But we might be able to grab Stalingrad. Okay, it's urban plains, but yeah, it looks frosty. How do you tell? I mean, it looks frosty. I guess there's a weather map mode or something, isn't there? No. Drop a nuclear bomb. I mean, I'm assuming there's some cold already, but we'll see how it goes. All right, keep pushing here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.